Hello everybody, my name is Matt Swayz. And if you're new here, fist pumps or handshakes are in order. Welcome. On today's video, I'm going to be showcasing another video game collection video, and it is going to be on my Nintendo Switch video game collection. Okay, first up, I have to show you this one first. It is so cool. So, if you've never played this game, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and there's also Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, which I don't have, because I had a friend that had it, and I had this one, which allowed me to complete my Kanto region Pokédex. This game here, Pokemon Eevee Let's Go, here's the back of it. Fantastic game, you should definitely play it. And what the cool thing about this is that with the motion control of the Switch remote, allows you to throw the Pokeball and to catch the Pokemon. So here is the map of the Kanto region in the video game, and the coolest thing ever about this game is this little thing right here, which had a mythical Pokemon, Mew, which you were only able to get with this Pokeball Plus. See, there's Mew right there on the box. Fantastic. There he is again on the back. And here is the actual Pokeball that came with it. It is so cute. It is fantastic. So it also works with Pokemon Go. And if you have this with you, you can put a Pokemon in it and walk around, or just simply do this. What I did is I tied this part to the ceiling fan and I just let it go for hours on end when I was at work. And with that, I got so much experience with my Pokemon by cheating. And with this and able to charge it, you needed a dock station for it to be charged, which was this, the Pokeball charging accessory. You just put the Pokeball on the accessory, and look at this. This is the most coolest thing ever. So here's the accessory. And it's Prime up there. Look at that. Oh yeah, looking nice. If you go like this, listen everyone. Oh my god, is that not just insane? Oh, that's so cool. So that just lets you know that, oh, it's charging. And also, the cool thing about this controller, like, yeah, it's a controller. So you can literally move the Joy-Con around and click the button to actually move your character in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. And I used to be a hardcore Pokemon Go trainer back in the day with my one friend. And her and I would go out all the time, and so I bought one of these things to actually hold on to my Pokeball when I was Pokemon going. So that's the first game that I have for my Switch collection. I have a lot of Switch games that I believe is a lot. It is quite a few. I think I have like, I don't know, 70 games or something. But again, this is going to be quite of a long video. So the next game I'm going to showcase is Super Mario Maker 2. They also had this for the Nintendo Wii U. You're basically just making Mario courses, and you can go and feature and try out other courses and put your courses online so people can try your courses. And here's the game. They didn't really have manuals for the Switch games. I think they stopped doing that. Bummer, because I really liked having the manuals. So the next game is The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. This is just a remake for the one Link game for the Game Boy. A really good adventure game. Fantastic, definitely pick it up. Anything Zelda, pick up. Amazing artwork with the video game. So I'm going to try to go through this as fast as I possibly can because we got a lot of games to go through. So now we have Animal Crossing New Horizons. You're basically a character that lives on a remote island, and you need to survive by picking up items and crafting items and hang out with your friends and to progress through the island to make it your dream island. The next game is Wario Get It Together. So this game here is a fast-paced game which involves all the characters down here and Wario's programming company. All these characters on the back here have different types of power-ups to go and do different types of games. So these games here, if you've never played the WarioWare series, there are multiple different types of games, but they're very fast-paced games which literally gives you a second to read what you need to do or just like pay attention to the fundamentals of what is going on to complete the task. So here we are, Wario picking his nose and then the game. Next game is Super Mario Party. So this is the first Mario Party that was shown on the Nintendo Switch. Here's the back of the case. So like any other Mario Party game, you're just on a party board and you do various mini games with all the Nintendo franchise characters to just collect stars and coins to win the game. Very, very straightforward game. Which brings us on to our next board game is Monopoly for the Nintendo Switch. Monopoly is an icon game, so I had to get it for my Nintendo Switch. It is an extremely fun game. Typical Monopoly game. Nothing new there. Next game is Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. I haven't really played Crash Bandicoot 4 that much. I know it's your 3D platformer. It's very good. I've played a little bit of it. It's your typical Crash game where you just have to go through the levels, complete tasks by picking up the red jewels and the silver jewels to defeat all these characters like Neocortex and the rest of them. Our next game is Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Super Mario 3D World is just another remastered version of the game, and they also added another game to it called Bowser's Fury, which you and Bowser Jr. are teaming up to defeat Bowser. They add a different type of game mechanic on there, teaming up with Bowser Jr., which is a fantastic mechanic. Here we are. We see Bowser and Bowser Jr., Mario. So with the Mario 3D World, Bowser's Fury, I pre-ordered it. So I was given this golden coin for pre-ordering the Super Mario 3D World. Here's the back of it. You could only get this if you pre-ordered the actual game. So that leads us to our next game, which I didn't really play that much. I used to be a huge fan of this series, and it is the Dragon Ball Kakarot. I just collected this game because I used to be hardcore into Dragon Ball Z. My one friend, Alexander, he loves Dragon Ball Z, and which got me into Dragon Ball Z because he was so hardcore into it, and I've just been a huge lover for the franchise ever since I was a child. So here's the game. Complete. It's sad that Nintendo Switch doesn't have manuals, or they have inserts sometimes, but they don't really have manuals in their games, which is kind of odd in a way because I really liked having the manuals in video games. Here's the next game, Mario Party Superstar, which is literally probably the best Mario Party ever. So they have all the best courses, boards for the Mario Party franchise and the best mini games for all the Mario Parties synchronized into different portions. So you could like pick all the mini games only for Nintendo 64. You could pick it all for the GBA, all for the Wii, all for the Switch. And there's all these types of mini games through all the Mario Party franchise games and boards in this game. This is like the ultimate Mario Party game. So like you have your classic over here with Peach's birthday cake. It's such a good game. Fantastic. This shows you some of the mini games, some of the characters in the game, and the game itself. And you pick up this game. Again, anything with Mario, pick up. So if you're into kart racer games like I am, I love kart racer games. And I never heard of Sonic having its own racing game, so I had to pick it up. Sonic Team Racing. And the cool thing about this is that it's teamed-based racing. So like, again, Miles, Tails, Prowler, Sonic, and Knuckles are a team to go through the Green Hill Zone or the different types of Sonic worlds to complete their kart races. So if you got 2 characters in first and 1 in last, your points wouldn't be as good as if all 3 of you were in first, second, third. So it's team-based racing, which is really cool. You can do different types of modifications to your karts, which is a cool, neat mechanic. And okay, there's an insert, one of the Sonic games that I do have, which I can showcase next. Yeah, it's a great game. So this alien comes down to Earth and challenges all the Sonic franchise characters to a world race that if they won, would destroy their world. So with the insert brings us to our next game. Sonic Mania is all the 2D side-scrolling platforming games into one game. The Adventure of Sonic, Sonic Adventure 2, I think a few more other games. But your classic 2D side-scrolling platformer game of Sonic that was released for the Sega Master System and the Sega Genesis. So there's another promotion for the DLC characters for this game. Very, very fun game. So again, we're back to our kart racing games. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. I love this game so much. It is literally fantastic. It takes a lot of skill to play this game. Like with Mario Kart, Mario Kart's easy, right? But like this takes actual skill to play. The drifting is so hard. Look, another insert that is for the Spyro game. There's the game. Any type of kart racing, any type of Crash Bandicoot racing. I think I first played Crash Bandicoot racing franchise back when my friend Mitchell had it for the PlayStation 1, and that's where I got introduced to it. So, which brings us to our next game, Pikmin 3 Deluxe. So, Pikmin, if you don't know anything about Pikmin, Olimar is an astronaut that is going and seeking out different habitable planets because Earth is going for garbage. So they need to colonize on different planets to survive. So with this game, you are different types of characters. These 3 characters up there to be precise, up here. You have to control different types of Pikmin to do different types of various tasks for you that you're not able to do on your own, like lifting up items, and to build different types of items. And the Pikmin help you through this whole entire thing. So there's different types of Pikmin that do different types of things. Like the blue Pikmin, you're able to go into water with them. The red Pikmin are fire, and it goes on. Very, very good game. If you haven't gotten into the Pikmin series, definitely get into the Pikmin series. Fantastic. So I never really got into the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series, but this is the Team Rescue DX. So you are a Pokemon. I guess this is kind of like the Pokepark video game where you are a human that goes into the brain of a Pokemon, which are doing tasks, RPG tasks for different types of Pokemon, going through dungeons to save Pokemon that are in trouble and doing various tasks. You're basically like a sheriff of Pokemon, so there's like a board that you have to like do tasks for all these different Pokemon to save them. So these are your starter Pokemon, so you get to pick any of these Pokemon here to start your character or to start your game. Very, very cool if you're into RPGs. This is like probably the best Pokemon game that you would want to play for an RPG. Our next game is Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. So in this game, it comes with 3 cards. I have the 3 cards. I just don't have them here with me at my desk. But this game here goes through all the evolutions of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Was an extremely massive part of my life. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! This game is going through the storyline of the actual anime itself, which you have to defeat every single character that you would have watched the Yu-Gi-Oh! Being played in the anime in this game. So there you go, there's Yu-Gi-Oh! And Kaiba, and it literally has every single card that you could think of in this game. Great game, definitely pick it up. Our next game, more specific, 3 games, all in one game, is Super Mario 3D's All-Star. So these are 3 of the most iconic Mario games on the Nintendo franchise ever. We have Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy, which all 3 of these games are just fantastic to play. And it also implements all the music for the actual 3 games itself. Must have this game. Fantastic. Our next game is a side-scrolling platformer, and it is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, which introduced the new Funky Kong mode, which, if you suck at side-scrolling platformers, this character, Funky, helps you tremendously. You literally cannot die, ever. So you can play as Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong, and Dixie Kong. I don't know if you can play as, I forget this Kong's name, but he's not very much into this game. Oh, I guess you can play with the Grandpa character. I don't know what the Grandpa Kong's name is, but you're just going through DK Island, and there's a tropical freeze from the antagonist that is trying to take over your island, and you're just going through different types of parts of the islands to defeat him so you can go and live in peace and just eat as many bananas as you possibly can. So this next game, I pre-ordered it, and it gave me a lanyard for it. Really cool. So this is the Kirby Lost Lands lanyard that came with this game, because I pre-ordered it. This is the newest Kirby game on the market besides the remake of Kirby's Dream Land that was originally for the Nintendo Wii. This is the newest one on the market. Very fantastic game. So in this game, it's a little bit different. You just don't suck up enemies, you suck up items and become the item, which is unheard of. Like, fantastic. You know that Kirby can suck up anything, but sucking up like a car, for instance. You can become a car, a pylon. You can become like a bridge. You can, like, it's crazy. So here's Kirby driving away to the Forbidden City. So yep, you're just going through levels to collect Wadidi, I think that's what they're called, to repair your city. So this next game is a 2D side-scrolling platformer, and it is called Metroid Dread. I didn't really play much of this game. I did try it out. So these robots in the back here are coming after Samus, and you have to go through different types of levels just trying to escape this robot character. You can't fight it, so you basically are just going through all these levels and collecting items and shoot enemies down to, I guess, escape from something. You're always escaping something when it comes to Metroid. And here it is, complete the game and everything. And just, again, it sucks not having manuals. So I'm going to get this one out of the way. There's 2 games here that are the same game. So if you've never played this type of Mario Kart, oh my god, you are literally losing. So this is the Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. It is such a fantastic game. It requires you to make your own track in your household, which has these types of things here. You have the gates, you have your carts, you have a charger, and you have your turning gates. It is so good. You can literally make it any track you want. Fantastic. Quite expensive for this. Very, very cool accessory to have. I have the Mario one, and I also have, of course, the Luigi one. Just in case if I have a friend that comes by. Same thing on the back, just different cart. Just in case I have a friend that comes by and has a Switch and is like, hey, do you want to play 2-player? And I'm like, hell yeah, we can play 2-player. Our next game that is an absolute must-have on the console is Super Mario Odyssey. This is literally the best Mario platform game that I've ever played in my life. Such a good platforming game. You play Mario and this other character, I forget his name, but he is a hat character that allows you to be 2 players in this game as one. So you throw your Cappy, his name is Cappy, yes, came to my mind. So Cappy, you're able to throw him at specific objects and enemies to control them as they would have been as the character themselves. So like here we are, throwing your hat Cappy onto a Goomba, and then you become the Goomba. It is fantastic. The mechanic of that is just phenomenal. And then we see Paulina and the game. Fantastic platformer, definitely get it. I am a huge Harry Potter fan, and I had to get the Harry Potter Lego Collection Remastered from the Nintendo Switch. It has first game, Harry Potter from 1 to 4, or years 1 to 4, and Harry Potter from 5 to 7. Fantastic game. All the Lego games that were like released for movies, they're fantastic. The Lego games are very, very fun. Exactly like the movie. It has the exact same movie parts or scenes with a little bit more of an added twist with, I guess, the Lego, right? So with the Lego, you had to build different types of pieces that would turn clocks, or just they added the building of Lego in Harry Potter, which was fantastic. And there's the game. So here is another game that required 3 games in one. Insane Trilogy, which had all 3 of the major Crash Bandicoot games, which was Crash Bandicoot, Crash Bandicoot 2, and Crash Bandicoot Warped. Great, great, great game. Oh, and there's a promo for the CTR Racing. There's the game. But yeah, it has your original 3 games that were released for the PS1. Great game, definitely get it. So here comes another game that has 3 games in one. The 3 major Spyro series games in one. Spyro Reunited Trilogy. So it has all 3 Spyro games, the original Spyro games. So here we see all 3 Spyros, all in one game. Fantastic. I love these games that are bringing back. I love how they implement the 3 iconic games for Spyro and Crash. Great. Even like the Mario All-Stars. Fantastic. I love how they do that. So this next game is a remastered version from the Wii U to the Switch console, and it is Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. This is a fantastic 2D side-scrolling platformer for the Mario franchise, and it is again a remake for the Wii U for the Super Mario Bros. U, and they actually had another game added to it, the new Super Luigi U, which you were Luigi in this game. There's like 2 games in one in this game. And they also added Toadette and the new item, the crown, Super Crown, to have Peach as a character, but you're actually Toadette. And then they added another character over here, Nibbit, I think his name is, and he's like easy mode in this game. So here it is complete. This is all the Mushroom Kingdom that you have to go to save Peach up here. And yeah, this is the game. Complete in its glory. Here is another remake of the video game from the U to the Switch, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. This is a popular Japanese game. I forget what the Japanese game is called, but it implements you turning in a 3D manner to complete a puzzle so Toad can go through his adventure to complete his Power Star list, to complete his treasure tracking adventure. And you can also add your amiibos over here. I think most of your games for the Switch you can add amiibos. So here's how you play, and there's the game. You have little islands that Toad is on, and you can rotate them to go and see different types of the island and what you need to collect and everything. Very fun game. So our next game, ever since the Nintendo GameCube had the Mario Strikers series began, and then it went to the Wii on Mario Strikers Charge, now we have Mario Strikers Battle League. This is a fantastic game. All the Mario sports games are phenomenal. They did such a great job with this game. So just your Mario characters playing soccer, or football, I guess in England. Great game. So they added new courses, and they added new characters, and they added this type of gear that allows you to actually become a better player in the game. A stronger, faster, able to kick and pass better. Great game. Definitely get it. So here we are on another sports game, Mario Tennis Ace. I haven't played this game much. I mostly just got it because it's a Mario game, and I am absolutely addicted to Mario. I love Mario so much. And it's just your basic tennis game that implements all of the Nintendo characters. And here's some quick controls. Here's the game. Very good game. Definitely get it. Any type of Mario sports game. Our next game is Kirby's Star Allies. So this is a 4-player game, side-scrolling platformer of Kirby. And you're just going through the Dream Kingdom, or Dream Island, to defeat King Dedede with your allies, collecting hearts and different types of power-ups to make your life easier to get to the end of the game. Here's the game and some type of moves and characters that you can suck up to get their power-ups. Fantastic game. So this game here is an absolute must. These next two games are an absolute must have for the Nintendo Switch. And this is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is literally the best Super Smash Bros. Ever released. Not my favorite. My absolute favorite was the first one ever, and that is Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 64, which I have complete in box, which I've shown on a previous video. Link will be in the description down below. But this here has every single character ever in this game, ever. Even downloadable characters. Like, my personal favorite downloadable character for this Super Smash Bros. Game is Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie is so overpowered, it is insane, but he's so good, and my friends hate when I use him. But yes, here it is. They had an adventure mode that they have never had ever. They had some type of an adventure mode in Super Smash Bros. Melee, but it's never been like this. This is fantastic. You need to get this game. If you have a Switch, this is a must have. Again, this is another must-have with the console, and is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It is a spin-off remastered game for the Wii U that was brought over to the Nintendo Switch. It's your Mario Kart game. Your standard Mario Kart game has some more different types of items that were never released until this game. They also have the downloadable content for the expansion pass for this game that has new characters and new tracks, which you should definitely get. Here it is, complete with the game and some controls. Definitely need this game in your collection. Must have this game in your collection for sure. So here is another remake that was for the, I believe, Nintendo Wii. So here is the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. So I don't know much about this game. It's your typical Zelda game that requires you to, I guess, save Zelda, like all Zelda games. So if you know anything about the story of Zelda and Link, this is the first, I guess, story of Link and Princess Zelda, which they had lived in the sky. They didn't live on the ground or on the earth because of the dangers of enemies and different types of hazardous weather. So they lived up in the sky and they colonized up in the clouds on these floating islands, and then they had these allies that were birds that were able to be friends with that you could fly. Very good game. All Zelda games are fantastic. Definitely pick this up. Again, any type of Zelda game, pick up. So this next game is a Pokemon game that has never ever had this type of mechanic ever, and it is Pokemon Legends Arceus. It is based in the Hasuri region, Gen 4, I think, back at the very origin of Pokemon. Like, they just invented Pokeballs and the Pokédex, and you had to complete different types of tasks to become a researcher, to discover Pokemon and their natural habitats, what they eat, and there was different types. It was really weird. There wasn't any gym battles. There isn't any types, like there's trainers to battle and everything, but it's more so a game that you're doing research on Pokemon, not just battling them. You need to do like research on their habitats, like I said, and their different types of sizes of Pokemon and different types of breeds of Pokemon. This is basically the origins of Pokemon. It's a great, great game. So that's the Hasuri region, which is the Hoenn region back in the day. Very, very good game. So this next game that I haven't really played too much with it. I kind of know and I understand a little bit about the game, and it is BioShock, the collection. So it has all three BioShocks, so BioShock, and then BioShock 2, and then a BioShock Infinite. So all three of these BioShocks are fantastic. I played like the first one, the second one, and the third one. I didn't really play much, but the BioShock series is an icon. Everyone loves BioShock. Very, very good game, and you should definitely get it. Our next game is Hyrule Warriors. So this game is the second one in the series, and you're just basically 4 characters here going through Hyrule and destroying the different types of waves of enemies to save the Hyrule Kingdom. And it is your typical cut and slash game. I'm not saying it's a boring game, but it's a lot of repetitive cut and slash beat 'em up kind of game. I wasn't really a fan of this game. I was kind of disappointed when I bought this game, but no regrets. It is a Zelda game, so I had to get it in my collection. Our next game is Luigi's Mansion 3. Luigi's Mansion 3, again, is the third one in the series. We have Luigi's Mansion 2 Dark Moon, and this one, they had a new mechanic called Gooigi, which allows you to play as 2 Luigis. But with Gooigi, you're able to go into different types of spaces, like going through pipes through walls and going through grates and different types of steel bars to go through and access different parts of the hotel that you're in. So with Mario being captured, it is up to you to defeat King Boo to get your friends. So you have your accomplice here, Polterpup, and Professor Egad gives you the Poltergust to defeat all the ghosts, go through the mansion, or in this case a hotel, to defeat the head mistress Helena to get all your friends back, and I guess own the hotel because it's ransacked by ghosts, so no one owns it. So this next game, I'm surprised they didn't do this a lot earlier. So the Pokemon Snap series is the new Pokemon Snap for the Nintendo Switch. If you were into the Pokemon Snap series, you will absolutely love this game. The graphics of this game is absolutely mind-blowing. Such an amazing Pokemon Snap game. It's Obviously way better than the original because of the graphics. The original always has a close grip on my heart because it was the first one, but this one here, fantastic. New courses, all different types of Pokemon, different type of region, not the Kanto region. Great game. Definitely get it. So we don't got many more games on my Nintendo Switch collection, but here is this one. Yoshi's Crafted World. It is a crafted world made from cardboard and construction paper and all this other stuff to go through various levels to defeat the Shy Guys, and they had another cool mechanic that allowed you to actually have a defense with different types of characters that would come after you. And with that, came up with like cardboard cutouts of like a spaceship, a donut, all these different types of crafted defenses that you would go around your Yoshi while you were actually going through the levels would prevent you from actually getting hurt or dying. Fantastic game. Here's some controls, your typical Yoshi moves. Great game. Very fun game. So here we have another sports game, Mario Golf Super Rush. Very fun game. All the Mario sports games are just fantastic. So they had a new mechanic where you were able to become a pro. So you need to create a Mii character or a Switch character to become a pro by going through all the ranks of different types of Mushroom Kingdom golf courses to become a pro, to unlock characters, which there's new characters over here. And then they have this new mechanic called speed golfs. You'd be 4 characters that would start off playing golf, and you would literally need to hit all your golf balls to the post, and the first one to get there with hitting them and running, and you can throw them power-ups at people, which made them mess up, so you'd get to your golf ball faster to actually get it into the hole, which was completely different that we have never seen. Here's some simple controls of how you would play Mario Golf in the game. Awesome. All sports games Mario related, definitely pick up. So our next game is an absolute must, again, have in the Nintendo Switch library, and it is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I can't wait for the new Zelda game, The Kingdom of Tears. I'm sorry if I don't know that. I am a Zelda fan, but I am more of a Mario fan, but I do like playing Zelda. I don't know much about this game. I know that you're in Hyrule and you're just trying to save Zelda. It's your typical Zelda game. They added a new thing where you can climb up different types of mountains and you can fly with your glider, and you can craft different types of weapons. This is probably one of the best Zelda games. Ocarina of Time and this are probably the best Zelda games until the brand new Zelda game comes out. You definitely need to have this in your collection. So our next game is Splatoon 2. So Splatoon is a inkling that, or they're called inklings, that have paint on their backs that were loaded into guns that you're able to shoot each other with different types of colored paint to cover up all of the surrounding area with paint. So it is like a TDM, so teams versus another team, with different types of colored paint, and the people that have, or the inklings that have more paint on such and such side would win the game. Here it is, the game at all. I tried to get into Splatoon. It is not a bad game. I just wasn't really into it, but very good game. They have Splatoon, Splatoon 2, and Splatoon 3. So the next game that I'm going to show you is a collector's edition, specifically the 20th anniversary edition of Super Monkey Ball Banana Mana. So with this has the outer cardboard box, and it also features Sonic and Tails over here. 300 stages. Here is the cardboard case for it. And the cool thing about it being the 20th anniversary is that it comes with this art book. Very cool. It literally goes in depth from like what the characters originally looked like in 2001 2002, 2006, 10, and now. And it goes through all the characters. It's really, really cool. Very, very neat. Here, I'll show you a little bit more. And then it just goes through all the Super Monkey Ball games. Super Monkey Ball 2. And yeah, you get it. The rest of the book goes on to naming all the games and everything. So this was a cool addition they had for the 20th anniversary. And here is the game itself. If you've never played Super Monkey Ball, it is basically monkeys that are trapped in balls that you're able to control. The controls are extremely tight, so you can move in any direction you want, and you gotta collect as many bananas as you possibly can, and you need to make it to the goal or the gate with the monkey to go on to the next stage. So we're on to the next game, and it is the double pack of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So with the double pack, it includes extra Pokeballs here. So it includes 200 Pokeballs. Both games are also included. I'll take those out for you. So here are both of the games. If you've never played them, they're the exact same game. So it is based in the Paldea region. This is 9th gen, by the way. So we have Miraidon and we have Koraidon. These are both legendaries. Again, the game is the exact same, but the variants of legendary Pokemon you can only get in this one and also this one. Here's the back of them. They're the exact same. So again, this game is just to collect gym badges and collect Pokemon to complete the Pokédex and have fun with your friends playing Pokemon. So this is the code here for the 200 Pokeballs. I haven't used it, didn't need it, but it's still there. So we're on to the next game, which is another double pack of Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. This game included these two Pokemon, one per, I don't know which one was for Sword and I don't know which one was for Shield, but I eventually got them both in the same game because I have the Pokemon Home app for my Switch, so I can just switch them back and forth. This is what the back looks like. This one is in the Galar region, which is Gen 8. If you haven't played Pokemon, or if you don't know anything about Pokemon, here we'll open it up for you. So again, these games are exactly the same. Is this a code card? Yeah, it is a code card. So this is the code card for the actual two Pokemon here. Again, these games are the exact same. If you want a different legendary, you can have this one. Or if you want the other legendary, you can have this one. It's the exact same. So this is Pokemon Sword. That's the Galar region. It's pretty cool how they put the mapping actually in the Pokemon game. And this is Shield. Very, very nice. I absolutely love Pokemon so much. Pokemon is absolutely one of my favorite things ever. And here is our final double pack of Pokemon. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. These are remakes for the Diamond and Pearl for the DS, which includes 200 Pokeballs. Again, I didn't use it, didn't need to. The double pack has both games, Diamond and Pearl. This is 4th gen, I believe. I'll take that out and I will show you. Got the cardboard box, and we have both games. Like I've said for the previous Pokemon games, both games are exactly the same. It's just what legendary do you want. Here, I will show you the Brilliant Diamond. So there are the codes, there is the video game, and the map, and I will show you the Shining Pearl. This is the Underground. If you haven't played Gen 4, they had an Underground where you could catch a super rare Pokemon, and you're able to find shards from excavating in the caves down below. So everyone, we are on our last game, Paper Mario, the Origami King. So here is the Origami King, and here is the Prince, and then you team up with the Prince and Bowser to actually go through the Mushroom Kingdom to save Peach. So the Origami King, this is a fantastic RPG, same with all of the Paper Marios. You have a disc, or the stage moves in a circle, and then you have to go and correspond your moves with the rotating disc to use your RPG skills to defeat all the characters that are in the line here. So with it being Origami, so you can have different types of power-ups with your Origami skills to defeat the king. And here is some of the characters in the Paper Mario and the game. Thank you everyone for watching this video. As always, I'll see you all in the next video, my friends. Until next time, stay golden.